it's time for us to review the newspaper front pages. This morning, we're joined by multi-award-winning journalist Habib Aruna. Good morning, and thank you very much.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Morning. Which way Nigeria? Sonny Okosun. Which way Nigeria? 2026. If we don't take time, 2050, they'll still be asking which way Nigeria.
You know, when I listen to Benga, well crafted and well delivered opening remarks, I'm always in the slough of despondency. You know, I always feel bad about the state of the nation, particularly the issues that this man normally raises every morning, every Monday morning when I'm here. Now, it's a signpost to the fact that the state of the nation is not good enough. You know, and the issue he raised this morning also again bring to fore the fact that people are dying. And in journalism, when it bleeds, it leads. You know, people are dying. And when people are dying, that will remain topic A in the polity. Yes, another thing it is was that people are busy politicking towards the next election, 2027. But the fact remains that if the country is not secured, there won't be any grant to even play politics. So the focus should be on insecurity and how to deal with it.
All right.
So the ball is in the court of those guys in Abuja. The president said the battle is doing well in Adamawa. But we all know that when people are dying, the can't be doing well. Yeah. People are dying. So they should do more to make us more secure.
Well, Mr. Aruna, you said that the ball is in the court of those in Abuja.
Absolutely.
So let us begin the conversation with those in Abuja, starting, of course, with the FCT polls that was just concluded over the course of the weekend and has sparked mixed reactions, with INEC saying they've done a fantastic job, civil society organizations not quite agreeing to it. But let's see what the papers are saying. Remember that your comment can be dropped via News Central TV Live. Would like to take your comment live. Starting off with Al Jazeera newspaper. On the front page of Al Jazeera, we see APC sweeps 5 FCT councils, Rivers Assembly elections, wins assembly seats in Ungogo, Kano Municipal. 1 FCT area council win signals PDP resurgence ahead of 2027, says Benga Hashim. Ramadan Muslim groups unveil blueprint against crime. Electric vehicles gain popularity despite limited charging infrastructure. IFAD grant boosts rice, cassava value chains in Niger. NAFDAC busts 3 billion naira banned cosmetics warehouse in Lagos. Hey.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, we'll come back to
lots of fake pancake and
I'm just
lipstick.
worried about the products that we're using on our skin, especially those of us who are now pro-Nigerian.
That's why I'm pro-natural beauty, just like men.
Just like men.
Look, we look so handsome.
Don't let me expose you
makeup
to the audience and let them know that you people wear foundation before we come on air.
No.
Reimagining Nigeria's agriculture through smart farming solutions.
Only be careful.
Let's not lie now. How SEC can achieve 20 million investors target according to Waleke. National Assembly highlights key reforms in 2026 Electoral Act. Obasanjo urges reform, return of National Open University Law Program. And finally, Tinubu has settled 76 oil wells disputes, according to
why was the accreditation for law in the Open University taken away?
Well, I mean, I don't have the details of that, but I'm sure that that's something we'll check.
Maybe they feel they are not solid lawyers.
Yes, but that's a challenge that we see in
they charge and pay lawyers.
That's not true. We see that happening.
All lawyers do charge and bill, though.
No, not all lawyers do charge.
So you are not a charge and bill.
No, I'm not a charge and bill.
Please, Mr. Aruna,
please let's go to the newspaper before the bill that chooses to be a nuisance. APC sweeps 5 FCT councils at the Rivers Assembly elections. Mr. Aruna, let's get your general sense of the elections as a Nigerian, not as an APC member.
No, as a journalist.
As a journalist.
Exactly. Most of his analysis is based on journalism.
Yes. I'm first of all a Nigerian.
Yes.
Before an APC member. And you know me very well. I'm an impartial analyst, very objective. You know, because I don't owe anybody any apology.
I love that.
Absolutely. You see, focus was on the FCT election, not Rivers.
No, not Rivers.
Rivers was a foregone conclusion because of the rabble rouser in Abuja. The FCT elections, there are many issues in it. The first one, low turnout. The election is not a dating, it's a process. That's what I tell people. It's a process. A day before the election, there was an arbitrary
curfew
by Wike. unlawful, which I learned the president told him to stop. The president told him to stop it. The president started it. The people should go ahead. That if you look at the social media, even after the curfew, people are still outside. That was because of the president's counter directive, to Wike. So Wike is becoming.
Is it that he wasn't in consultation with the presidency?
I don't understand.
In the seat of power, what gives you the right?
Wike is not the FCT, Commissioner of Police. Wike is not the IG. Wike is not INEC chairman. So I don't know where he got that power from. So the process of the election itself, in my opinion, was not free, transparent, and credible. Now for the election proper, don't forget that it happened a week after, no, few days after the new electoral act was signed. So people were not too enthusiastic. So, and that is the danger for democracy. That's what we should be looking at, not who won or who lost the election.
Should we?
If you won the election, because of the failure of the opposition to come together and put your hands together. That is the fact.
Should there even be a threshold?
What I'm saying is that what is very important and instructive here to all of us is the fact that we are fast losing interest in elections.
So what would you say is fine with democracy?
Because when people believe that when the system, when the space is manipulated, is over-controlled by those in power, people will lose faith in the ballot box. And that is the question, that is what played out. Look at the percentage of people that voted. Less than 20% in Abuja that voted. And before now, if you look at the history of
it was worse
elections
4 years ago.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's getting worse by the year.
INEC doesn't agree.
No, INEC said 2022 was.
INEC is living in a different world. We know what we saw.
That's what I said.
We know what we saw. So we should be a bit of concern to everybody. That. And don't forget that people, how many governors, about 3 or 4 governors were there with the APC chairman at their so-called constitutional room. The governor of Abuja State left his state and go and stay in Abuja monitoring every election. It's a shame on these people. And it's unfortunate. But they should be more worried. You see, I don't think it, because when Rome was burning, they will know. They don't even know when the train leave the station. But the signs are there. Now when people now begin to say, go ahead, the result, that is dangerous.
There were also incidents of vote buying. Our crew, I did speak to some people who thought, it's their natural right. They don't think there was any crime in it, that after all, this is the only time I gained something tangible from the government. And this new electoral act has increased the fine for vote buying to about 5 million from what it was before. Why is it still not? Why are they not? Why are people still brazen about?
I think he has did some arrests.
They do some arrests.
20%.
Poverty and a level of ignorance.
Exactly.
Is it a reality we'll have to deal with? Or should the political parties now face themselves? I'll spend you, spend me, I spend you. How they do in club? I'm sure in your younger days you used to go to club. In the nightclub, they would do Dorime, they would bring Shannon Wale with Christmas lights. Then Joe will now look at me and say, no, I cannot agree, this man will be buying more bottles, so let him do his own Shannon Wale, because that's what looking at.
In the
they want
space.
to start outspending each other, because that's the only language Nigerians seem to be understanding. Money.
Vote buying because of poverty in the land. But it's not as rampant as what the old said in previous elections. I follow closely your coverage, both on Twitter and Instagram. And people are complaining that there's some area in Nasarawa that people are prevented from crossing over to vote
to the city center.
To city center.
They said the FCT minister blocked the road.
They were denied access.
Yeah, that's some level of disenfranchisement.
What did that happen? So it's very easy for them to clip their glasses now champagne and be shouting. But the fact is that people are prevented from voting. These are the issues that Nigerians are.
And that's why your verdict is it's not free, transparent,
and fair. It's not.
All right.
And I'm not, as I said, I'm disturbed. People are losing interest in the ballot box.
And that's the unfortunate reality.
We're looking for other avenues.
Let's take a call from Uche. Uche is calling from Abia. Good morning, Uche. Thanks for calling. Please go ahead with your thoughts.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. You see, when they appoint, or Mr. President appoints the INEC new chairman, I was on another, when people were clapping and shouting about the man, he will perform, he will perform. I said, allow the man first to conduct the election. I called on this show. I said, Anambra election is not, election that people use as a mark the man. Look at FCT election. You see, Nigeria should ask INEC a question for changing some of the voters, polling units at the time unit. We change their location. Secondly, Wike should answer Nigeria. He imposed a curfew. And the Inspector General of Police is there in Abuja watching Wike going around. The Emperor Wike was going around in SPC. It's a pity. I'm happy that he has a full house today. Benga, I encourage you people, journalists, you know those people in Lagos, area boys. These are the people that they use as talk during the election. They perform talking. I caution and I appeal to journalists, Nigerian journalists, to say something and do something about it, because 2027, they have marked many of you because of some of your transcripts. You people should wake up. Police is not doing anything. The president to do is not saying anything about talking. God bless you people.
God bless
Thank you very much, Uche. God bless
you. We can do.
The elections, please.
No, but Uche,
he's saying we should even do more.
Yes.
Well,
I mentioned something.
been on the ground.
Uche mentioned something instructive about, people were excited. They looked at paper qualification of Professor Joash Omobita. A civil society group, and I need to find that group. They awarded him, they gave him an award. This man was one week into his office. He had not, it was just 1 week, and the award of what?
Well,
really?
because the award was anticipatory of the excellence he would have brought to INEC. But there's something he pointed out, the curfew. Now, interestingly, I was in Abuja over the course of the weekend, and my flight to Lagos...
Olive, Abuja, not London. The way you've said I was in Abuja on this show almost 300 times. If you now go to UK,
if you leave Lagos to anywhere, it's achievement right now.
I was in Abuja.
Thank you so much. So, thank you. I was in Abuja over the course of the weekend, and my flight was scheduled for Saturday morning. But because of the curfew, there was so much uncertainty. I kept calling the airline, are you sure we're flying? I didn't know what to do. A lot of us got confused and had to shift it to the second day. So I ended up shifting my flight to yesterday. When do we get to the point where, and I believe that this is the first time that this is happening with the FCT Council.
Yeah, they said it's the first time.
Where they are putting a curfew. It's not even general elections. It's just by-elections, right? It's not a main election. When do we get to the point where elections can coexist with the regular life, where we're not seeing a show of force
countries.
On election day or a day before the election, we're seeing army officials moving with their armored tankers, and then we're seeing that life as we know it is put on pause because of elections.
And you see, my worry, apart from the low turnout, is the brigandage and the unenviable attitude of FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. If it would be, for example, Atiku Abubakar that was going up and down that day, something would have happened. He would have been arrested. But they let Wike to be going up and down as if he was even the law to himself. And he was telling people that just go and vote and
leave the rest to me.
And who is the man, by the way? And this is not how to rule a country. And at the end of the day, when the result came out, the president was very fast in praising Wike for his leadership. That to me is encouraging him to do worse than what he's doing now. That's not the best.
All right, so it means all complaints about the FCT minister's conduct.
Close down Abuja. Very capital city. Look at the joint in Abuja. That shows that
with serious economic
implications, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Businesses have been shut down, have lost thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions in just one day. We'll come to take comments from YouTube where we can see you dropping your comments, but we have a call from Samson. Good morning. Thank you for calling. Please go ahead with your comment.
Hello, Samson.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Samson.
Yeah, good morning.
All right, Samson, please go ahead with your comment.
I'm coming from this something coming from the.
Okay, go ahead, please.
I want to appreciate you for what you have been doing in the studio.
We're struggling with your audio, Samson.
Yeah,
You can maybe speak up, please. That would be very helpful.
You sound muffled.
Anyway, Samson, try and call us back.
Please call us back. Let me take a
And
few
you know,
comments from
because Samson, we had a call from Uche, then we have Samson. And for gender balance, it would be nice for Delilah to call us next. Go ahead.
Bring guys worse. I want to take some comments from YouTube. I think these are very instructive. Mokunye Chukwemeka says, Wike is registered to vote in Rivers State, but was roaming the streets during the elections.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
But someone
That's
says...
that's the main question. As what?
Someone says the animals in human skin, primitive crude people, those animals should be made scapegoat. I'm not quite sure who the person was referring to. Now, this is a very important comment, and I'm going to read it out because just last week we took the announcement of election dates by INEC and how they had readjusted the announcement of the dates because of Ramadan. This one says, it's from Olubiyi Mohammed. It says, Oga, it's because of Ramadan. Most of the people prepare themselves for iftar lectures from one lecture center to others. INEC must try to adjust the timetable for Ramadan in the next year general elections. That is a key issue to consider in this election that may have in some way affected the numbers. But before you respond, we have a call coming.
Pius calls us.
Good morning, Pius.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Pius. Please go ahead with your comment.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning,
Good
Pius.
morning.
We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, my name is the issue of the election, because the INEC and the politician, they make us youth, they lose hope for democracy.
This audio doesn't seem to be working, Pius. Sorry. Please call us back. The audio is really,
Please try
really
and call
cool.
us back.
So let's get your thoughts about it happening during Ramadan. Do you think that's a key element?
I think we should not see it as something that is very consequential. In the general election, yes. And that is why INEC is reviewing the timetable that they brought out last week. In the general election, yes, it's all over the country. But it's a municipal election. In by-elections, that won't be a big factor. I'm a Muslim, and election is a very serious issue because the outcome has consequences. So people will not use because of fast, because of their fast.
So there are physical elements to it. Standing in the sun and queuing.
I don't think it's
No, standing in the sun and queuing is also.
Not necessarily. It's not a major factor, even though it can be a factor. It can be a major factor in the general election, but in the local election, I don't think so. Because the stakes will be high, people will be interested, go and vote. But some of the minds that are planted, by people like Wike in Abuja, it's what make people not to go and vote.
All right, we have a call. I want to ask a question, Mr. Habib Aruna, but we have Delilah calling from Lagos. Wow. Let's find out if true.
Today is a biblical show. Pius, Samson, now Delilah. Next will be Nebuchadnezzar.
Delilah, you there? Do we really have a Delilah calling? Hello?
Hi, good morning.
Wow, okay.
Hi, Delilah, wife of Samson.
That's a prophet.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for calling.
This is Delilah coming from Lagos.
I told you. I'm a prophet. Hi, Delilah.
Say hi.
I love our audience so much.
Well done. You guys are doing an amazing job.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Delilah.
you.
I'm a regular on Breakfast Extra. I was just calling to light it up the mood. You guys are doing an amazing job.
Thank you so much. Will you now tell us your real name before you end the call?
That's her real name.
That's
Why
her
you
real
doubting?
name.
Sorry?
Will you tell us your real name before you end the call?
My real name is Dr. Owen Amojo.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Owen, for calling us.
Why are you spoiling my prophetic business?
dear.
I was about to start a
Your
ministry.
You want to collect work
business
from, you want to collect work from Odumeje, not on my watch.
It's not a bad idea.
All right,
Let's take another paper.
already have
I wanted
the
to,
seat and I
let's
speak
look
English.
at this. Let's look at.
We haven't taken any other paper. I've been on others. Yes.
Okay, let's
I
go to
think
Daily
the Guardian
Independent.
is very important.
Let's go to Daily
Choose
Independent.
one. This one say
Daily Independent. Daily
Independent.
Independent. Let's take Daily Independent.
Please,
Okay.
that big story there.
Wages lag as housing transport costs surge. Wages lag as housing transport costs surge. Yet, according to the FCT minister, everything is going on fine. The government is doing very well. Nigerians love it. Dangote Refinery, NNPC forged alliance to secure Nigeria's energy future. FCT Council poll, APC wins 6 chairmanship seats, PDP 1. Now, this one, phone tapping. Serap urges Tinubu to withdraw interception regulations. National Assembly highlights key reforms and all that. But I think we should look at this major one I wanted us to talk about, which is wages lag as housing, transport costs go up.
But that's the price of inflation. When the economic policy is not moving in the right direction, and we are not producing, we are not exporting, there's no way you make more money. Yes, you have foreign reserve growing, but it's not percolating to the needs of the people. So, and this is a major indices that our economy is not moving in the right direction. And that's why it's a very good story.
That's a strong one.
Absolutely, because when the economy is buoyant, like you have enough money in your pocket, and people will buy houses. Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely.
There's shared prosperity.
We buy cars, but when wages is constant, it's the same thing. It's not moving up, both in private and public sector. Then the economy is not moving in the right direction.
But just at the top of that story, at the top right there, it says NPC slowing inflation, strong naira, raise bets on first rate cut in 2026. Just to mention that it says, as 12 members of the Monetary Policy Committee of the Central Bank of Nigeria begin their meeting in Abuja today, expectations are mounting that the Apex Bank may finally pivot toward monetary easing after months of aggressive tightening. So they are saying that it's going to look good after today's MPC meeting.
What even caught my attention is this idea of the NNPC boss visiting Dangote Refinery.
Over the weekend.
I did not ashamed.
But the NNPC has a 7% stake.
No. I agree with him. He even made a statement. He said Nigerians should think that we should be thankful to Dangote.
Okay.
So what happened?
Meanwhile, your own refineries
so what happened to the federal government?
We have 4 refineries in this country. They're not working.
Moribund.
And we are going up and down, respecting Dangote. And he was talking nonsense. What I'm talking about? Is he addressing Nigerians why these refineries are not working?
That we're pumping billions into.
Who's answering the question?
Or the 210 trillion naira that is missing.
Up and down private jet, on taxpayers' money. What are we talking? You should be more concerned about making sure that 1 or 2 of these refineries are working.
All right, I want to take a few more comments. Someone from WhatsApp says, good morning, guys. This is Gabriel Otton from Osun State. What we must know is that Wike is doing the exact work assigned and appointed to him to do by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, so it's not accidental. Ooh.
Do you agree with that, Mr. Aruna?
Yeah, of course I agree.
But that's your party.
Implicitly, what are you talking about? Am I a small boy? I'm an elder, so if I cannot say the truth,
that's this one.
I have children. I'm waiting for grandchildren now. So if what this man is saying, impliedly, implicitly, that's what is going on.
We have footage
if you cannot
of...
call this man to order, remember what he's doing, then we are indirectly, you are the one telling him to go ahead and do this thing he's been doing. What he's doing is inimical to the sustenance of democracy in this country. Black and white. Period.
We have footage which we'd like to put on the screen shortly of the minister going to the polling units and also having conversations with them. It was much more like he was on a checkup. It was on a tour,
just basically
checking the polling units, ensuring that everything is going well. But when we checked the background, let's just watch this footage and we'll get your reaction to this as well.
The problem we have is low voter turnout, particularly in the cities, and that has always been the case. But going right to some of the satellite towns, you can see that it's quite impressive. Coming to this polling unit, you can see the number of persons that are here, just like other ones we went. It's unfortunate in the cities, very low turnout. And in an off-cycle election like this, it's always the case.
Cameras. Benga, myself and Mr. Aruna were looking at some of the key questions that the journalists would love to ask the Federal Capital Territory.
On an election day,
FCT, yeah.
This man was walking up and down with his convoy and aides
On election day.
On election day.
He's
Do presidents walk around different polling units on election day?
Even the president doesn't.
But why did he not go to Rivers State to vote where he's
in
Rivers State. So why is it?
Wike cannot be addressing journalists on election day at various polling booths. It's not legal. What are we talking? Are we okay?
I just want to mention for our
It's not
audience.
normal, for God's sake. What he did was it's not normal. It's not should be condemned.
Who should condemn it?
Nigeria should condemn it.
Yeah, but it seems the person
Nigerians
that
are condemning
appointed
it.
him
They are condemning it.
does not see anything wrong
to make
in
that
what he's
noise.
doing.
You see, we should not be quiet.
So, but
Okay.
shouldn't you think that it's
Yes.
the person that put him in office that should condemn it?
He's doing
Because
what he
Nigerians
wants to
Aruna,
do.
the last time-
the result
The
came out
last
and they
time,
won.
Mr.
They
Aruna,
ain't justified the means.
Mr. Aruna, the last time Mr. President spoke about the person of the FCT minister, he said Nigerians like to cut corners. The FCT minister is doing a yeoman's job.
Look at what this man is doing.
He has confidence
Look at what he's doing.
in the FCT minister.
Look at what
And
Wike is
the
doing.
number one citizen cannot call him to order.
Look at what he's
But I
doing
feel
with police escort, with his aides.
And people are
Look at what he's
hailing
doing.
him.
Look at what he's doing.
Mr. Aruna, what do you say about
This is
people,
not normal.
Nigerians who are hailing and
No,
saying
they're
that?
ignorant. They don't know. They don't know. This is not ideal.
All right,
This is
let's.
very wrong.
But we have
and
one
should be
more paper
condemned.
that we just have to take. But before then, to mention to our audience, if you'd like to share comments while we're live on air via WhatsApp, you don't want to use YouTube, we have our news
What are we talking
contact
about?
details 070-5500-1212. You can send us, WhatsApp messages in real time. Let's take our final paper. We're fast approaching the end of today.
And let's just go
the
straight to the
Guardian
story.
newspaper.
CDS, we can achieve intel stability via controlled rehabilitation of
What's
terrorists.
with today?
They want to
Carrot
That
and
is a
stick
new
approach.
CDS. But are we being too emotional? Are we throwing away the baby and the bathwater? Because Intel, they've been part of this terrorist organizations. They know the workers, they know the operations, they know the commanders. They can, to a certain extent, provide valuable intel to security operators, but not all of them. And I guess that's why the CDS said controlled rehabilitation
So
of
this
terrorists.
is
But
some-
Nigerians, just last week, they killed over 100 Nigerians. But we'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll discuss this. Welcome back to Breakfast Central. We have a few minutes left, so we're going to rush like that time during President Jonathan that there was a major fuel scarcity. I remember when we were in church, the choir master was just telling us to hurry up. Can't started calling because the generator can off at any time. So, Mr. Habib Aruna, we're going to have to rush through this story. CDS we can achieve intel stability via controlled rehabilitation of terrorists. What do you make of this story? Because many Nigerians don't want to hear terrorism and rehabilitation or carrot and stick
I'm not
approach.
comfortable with that issue of rehabilitating terrorists, Because these people have committed murder. They've committed atrocities against Nigerians. So the only thing that is good for them is to be in hell. So I don't think they should be rehabilitated at all. I'm not in tune with that. I'm not in tune with
What
that.
about the intel we can
But I
extract
also
from them?
believe that with the right political will, terrorism can be dealt with. But we are still looking for that political will. But to me, I think some of these things are political. Some of these are political. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but can
political.
anything political
But the government,
be bigger than the
government-
state?
That's what I'm saying, that the political will is necessary. And it's
This political will
they
is
should
usually
really,
exhausted whenever I
and
say
the efforts and the determination that they are putting into 2007 election politics, they should put the same thing into fighting terrorism to bear results.
I agree.
The government should be more involved, the president should be more involved, stakeholders should be more involved.
Okay. All right.
That'll be a way out.
On YouTube, Frederick Bobby says they keep cooking the numbers on inflation to look nice on paper, but nothing goes down, even the reduction in price of fuel. But other inflationary factors are still in place. Moke Chukwemeka compliments you, saying that you always distinguish yourself when you come on air, and says maximum respect to you. We are already at the end. Unfortunately, we can't take any other story. If we can quickly glance through some headlines, just to take the headlines. We can't take feedback. Still on the front page of The Guardian. Activist kicks as Plateau sponsors pilgrims with 7.848 billion naira. This is a state that is battling insecurity. We'll come back to talk about this pilgrimage matter. It should be a top
religion
story.
is a private matter.
special.
During the weekend, very quickly, there was a tweet by the former governor of Ekiti State, former minister of mines, foreign leaders, that there was an attack in a particular mine in Plateau State.
Yes.
And that when he was there, the masterminds were arrested and taken to Abuja. But surprisingly, when they left, those guys were released. And that is why the attack took place again. People died. Some people died.
Dr. Kayode.
So what he's saying is that why must it happen? So we need to ask. That's why I'm saying that
lot,
all
it's political.
These are politics. You know, how can the mastermind be released? Because the Joseph, the fellow that knows Joseph, is no longer there. So it's unfortunate. That's why I'm saying that we need to lay more emphasis on this. These are the front burner and tell them to make sure they have the political will. All that thing is there, Nigeria will be safe.
All right.
We'll look out for that conversation.